Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be making some Chinese green, and it's called Choy. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but this is what it looks like. It comes, you could find this at your Asian grocery stores. Um, it has this little yellow flower, but we still eat that. And so this is it. Okay, so I have heating up the frying pan here. This is onion, garlic, ginger sauce or flavored oil. So I'm gonna put just one tablespoon, in here. Now the stem here tend to be a little tougher than the rest of the leaf area. So what I like to do is saute the stem first. So I cut them up. And we'll be cooking the stem first because they're a little tougher. This is just water. So this is sort of like a quick steam. I'm just gonna chop this one. Just add the stem. I'm gonna add the garlic. That will add flavor to the stem. So the leaves I'm just pretty much chopping into bite-sized pieces. If you wanted, you could also steam this with a little bit of liquid amino or soy sauce. But in my case, the ginger sauce has salt in it. And you can see this, that small little bit of steaming is sort of bringing out the green in the vegetable. I didn't put very much water in this because I sort of want the green is releasing fluid, and I want that fluid to sort of soak back up into the green. What I'm looking right now for is for the water, the little bit of water that I put in to steam the stems to evaporate. So I keep stirring it to make sure that it doesn't stick. What I would recommend for those following a ketogenic diet or trying to go towards more of a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle is that you take a trip to your Asian um, grocery store, and they have so many different greens, dark green, leafy, just about anything. Um, Sometimes they're sold in a package, sometimes they're sold as bundles or loose leaf. Just grab a few, just so that you could test it out and add your favorite type of seasoning. Like for myself, onion, garlic is a standby for anything green, and ginger also. And there's taste it, because it's so important to have as much green in your diet as possible for just general good health. Okay, 1 or 2 more minutes, because you can see pan is almost dry. This is red chili, just for a little bit of flavor and some kick, a nice spicy kick. Um, I think this is all I'm gonna put in there. The thing with hot peppers and chilies and such is that you could always add more, but if you put too much, then you kind of stuck. You can smell the chili in here. Really nice. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, this is another 2 tablespoon of garlic ginger sauce, flavored oil. I have a recipe for this on another video, so please go and check it out. And if you like this video and you're trying to change your eating habits, please subscribe. So I added the oil. As it's starting to stick a little bit here, that's because a large portion of it has already evaporated. So just stir frying that. To this is half of an onion, a little bit of water, what I also like to do with my pepper when I do them, as you can see, it's pretty big chunk. So if I find that this is too hot, then I'll just remove all those little chunks. That's why I like to use the red chili, because it's easy to see in a green dish. So you could always remove it if it starts to get too spicy for you. Because I actually like the taste of this green, I am keeping this recipe fairly simple. Um, so I'm not trying to add too much additional flavor to this. I'm just sort of letting the natural goodness of this green to just shine. I'm just waiting for the onions to get translucent, and then I am gonna add the top part to this vegetable. And this could easily be made without any oil or fats at all. All you have to do is just cut some onion, garlic, ginger, spring onions, skip the oil, and just water saute, which is halfway what I'm doing right now. There's oil in mine, but I'm not adding more to prevent the pan from sticking. Okay. I'm going to spread out the tougher greens, or the stem, evenly along the bottom. Then I'm going to take the top part and just spread them on top. Because I want to keep as much of the nutrients as possible in the greens, so I don't really want to cook them too much. This looks like a lot, but like most greens, dark green leafy veg, it'll shrink to almost nothing. So I'm just slowly adding it as the base shrink. What you could have done also is you could have removed the stems and just sort of put them in this container, and then just add the leaves after, but that's not necessary. As you could see, even though I kept dishing the green in here, they're slowly shrinking. Because what makes these vegetables low carb is the simple fact that it's mostly water and fiber, which is what you want in your diet. Lots of water, lots of fiber, so that you have a nice, healthy, happy gut. This smells delicious. Nothing like garlic, onion, and ginger. That combination, just heavenly. And there you have it. The whole cooking process took what, maybe 15 minutes. And you could prep your vegetable ahead of time, cut it up, soak it, leave it in cold water, leave it in your fridge. Um, the cold water is just so that it doesn't get wilted. It'll be nice and crunchy. And when you're ready, 15 minutes and you have a meal right there. You could serve this with rice. Again, rice also can be made ahead of time. Sweet potato, or just by itself. If you're doing a keto diet, then you could serve this with whatever protein um, you're using. You could also increase the fat content of this by adding more oil, butter. But I don't think that's necessary. Okay, and there you have it. I'm gonna put it on a plate. If you wanted, which I'm not because I'm not trying to add more carbs to my diet, is that you could use a little bit of cornstarch in a little bit of water, cold water, because you don't want it to clump, and then create sort of like a sauce just to keep uh, it nice and glossy and for me, this is if I do a 1 meal a day. So this here will constitute 1 meal for me. So I would have this, and I would measure out my rice to just half a cup. My protein, I would use about about 2 to 3 ounces, maybe 4 ounces of nuts, and that's where my protein will be coming from the day for me. But then my job is mostly um, say that I don't really have an active job, so it's easier. I don't need as much of energy. So this will be more than enough for me with a little bit of rice. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Please like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.